Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been a couple weeks. Adjust that. Welcome back. It's been a couple weeks since I've made a video, maybe closer to a month. It's been a busy time. I'm still excited to make videos. I have a handful of projects that I'm trying to get put together kind of simultaneously. So there's projects in the works, but there's a lot of moving parts to doing any of them, and I'm broke, so I gotta move slow and as things are available to work on. But I'm about to hit I just hit a really important milestone, and I wanted to share that experience with you. So back in February, I had a medical mishap the day after my birthday. Kind of the weekend around my birthday. I woke up one day with a really awful stomach ache, and I felt really bloated, and I thought it was food poisoning, and so I just kind of suffered through for the day. Woke up the next day, felt mostly fine, but my stomach muscles were like really cramped. Got through my birthday fine, and then the next day felt it all over again. And it was pretty miserable. I started running a fever, and I had chills, and I had the shakes, and it's really bad. So I was in the tub, just laying there in the fetal position, dying, or feeling like death. And I told my wife that we needed to round up the troops, and so they called my partner and the rest of our family together, and they took me to the hospital where I was diagnosed with diverticulitis, which is it's a bacterial infection in the intestines. There are these little pockets all through your intestinal tract called diverticules, and every once in a while food can get trapped in one of these diverticules, and if it gets stuck there, bacteria can grow. And if they catch it early enough, they give you a medication, and that just kind of takes care of things. If you don't catch it early enough, it can cause part of your intestines to rupture, and so part of my colon ruptured. So then I was admitted to the hospital that night. I had to go into emergency surgery. They had to cut out a small chunk of my colon and sew everything back up, and they gave me a stoma and gave me a colostomy bag. And so for the past 6 months, I've been living with a colostomy. For the past 5 months, I've been living with a colostomy bag, and so I don't go to the bathroom regularly like other people. I go into a bag on the front of me, and it's pretty gross, but it saved my life, and so that's rad. I appreciate it on that front. And because of my age and how healthy everything else I have going on, the doctor said when I met up with him a while back for a follow-up, he said that we were on track for 6 months from surgery day, talking about reversal. So my ostomy is not a permanent one. I was told originally that it would be 11 to 12 months, so roughly a year. And then when I got out of the hospital, I was told 6 months. So just yesterday, from the time I'm recording this, the 14th of July was my 5 months. So in a month from now, I go talk to my doctor about setting up the reversal surgery. And once that happens, I won't have to stay as long as I did. When I got the emergency surgery, I was in the hospital for 11 days. And this one will be like a 3 to 4 day hospital stay for the reversal, and it'll be pre-planned. We'll kind of know what to expect, and we'll have a better timeline of how things work. So I'm really excited that I'm going to get that reversed. By the end of the year, I'm going to be, back to being my whole self again, with the addition of a couple of really gnarly scars down the front of me. But that's okay. Those are just souvenirs for survival, right? I earned those by living another day, which is pretty cool. So I thought that in celebration of being a month away from my reversal surgery, that I would take a moment on here to tell you guys what that was, what happened, and share with you a little bit about this is my ostomy care kit that I carry with me. So if I have to change things on the fly, this is what travels with me, and it has all my gear. So I'm going to repack this because it's kind of running low on supplies. I'm going to repack this and kind of show you everything that's in here and what it's for and how that works. And this has been the past 5 months of my life. I'm really squeamish, so at first it was really gross, and it was a lot for me to handle, a lot for me to take in. But you get used to it after a while, and if that's the price of survival, then I'd gladly pay it. And I lucked out, that it wasn't permanent, and it is for some people. But I feel fortunate enough that mine was not permanent. And then, learning to cope with it being a year of my life was easy enough in light of it being temporary, even just for a year. And then being kind of rewarded by fate or whatever to find out that it wasn't even going to be a year. 6 months is pretty cool. So let's dive into this bad boy. I'll show you what all's in here and talk about what it does briefly. And then, that's it. I'm so close to being done, but I just thought I'd share. Okay, so what we're looking at here is my basic travel kit. It folds up like this, zips up. I get to carry this around. I usually have it in my messenger bag with me when I travel places. And so this is everything that goes in my ostomy care kit. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna have the ostomy bag itself. Now how this works is this has an adhesive back, and then I combine it with these things, which are adhesive rings. They build a little extra barrier here, and I stick those directly to my body, and those will stay. The adhesive is pretty strong. We'll use an adhesive remover spray when we want to take this off, and I change these out every 3 to 4 days. But yeah, that'll stick onto there, and then that'll stick onto my body, and that's the basic gist of it. But there's a few more steps that I typically go through. So another piece of my kit is that I have this measuring template, and what I'll have to do is measure the size of my stoma, both the width and the height. And these are my two main measurements. They've pretty much standardized at this point, but early on they were varied while I was healing. Pardon my pup who's growling in the background. It's okay, baby. She mad. She hears people talking outside. I'm not going to edit around it though. We live a real life, so she gets to be mad in the background. That's part of life. It's okay, Bubba. Okay, so yeah, I draw these templates out, and then I'll draw the rough estimate shape and size of my stoma, so that the size of the hole on the bag is roughly the size of the stoma on my body, and that way we get the most secure seal, and it's the most productive when it has to be in use. So the main component here, I'll keep 2 or 3 of these bags handy in my pouch. I'm gonna put my template away. I also have some just like various like random tools, a little travel mirror if I need to do this on the fly. Usually I'm somewhere where there's a bathroom, and typically I'm at either my home or my partner's home, so pretty easy. Then we have these wafer extender stickers. They're just like, all they do is on the back side of, if I don't feel the adhesive is strong enough on here, I can apply these stickers to give some extra width and protection to the unsealed edges of the application, and that's how those work.
just a little extra. Plus I can put those on if I'm going to take a shower, and it just builds an extra barrier between the water and the bag, at least the seal of the bag. And so there we go. So there's the pouches. There's my wafer extenders, and they'll go in this zipper pocket. Of course, I've got my scissors and my markers for drawing and cutting out the excess, the part of the ring that I need to get rid of. We have our adhesive remover spray. We have stoma powder. This keeps the skin around the stoma dry. You don't want like an excess of moisture to build up in there, just because it has to deal with bodily functions. You don't want to like grow a fungus. However, I do have an antifungal powder as well, just in case if I start to see like a rash or anything form, I can use that as an extra protection. And then of course we've got, like I said, we've got these barrier rings. I'll keep a few of these handy as well. Sometimes you get a dud and it doesn't seal as properly as you want it to, so I just carry some extras for those. Alright, so that's the main pouch. We got our scissors and like our utility pouch here, and then we have these skin protective wipes. These kind of build up a barrier on the skin to protect from the adhesive, but they also are a little tacky, so they kind of help the bag seal in place. So we go through a few of those in one trip. And then when all is said and done, we've got the bag on. We also have these ostomy pouch lubricating deodorant, and so they help lubricate and coat the inside of the bag, so you don't get stuff sticking in place and gumming up the works. There's a phenomena called pancaking, and it's where stuff gets stuck between the seal of the bag and your skin, and then that can cause irritation and infection, and we don't want pancaking. So we generally try to keep slightly, just like a little bubble of air in the bag, as well as we use that lubricant when we fill it up. But that's the gear in a nutshell. So we'll pack all that up. This is ready for when I go wherever I need to go next. I have one of these that I keep with me. I have one of these that stays at a partner's house for emergencies. So I always have one in one of the two main areas that I go to. This is the box of supplies that I restock from. I even have some more on the way, but that's the gist of it. When I'm done with these and I have excess, I'll be able to donate these to like a nursing home or something like that, because soon I hopefully won't need these supplies, and I'm definitely gonna have extras of some things. It has been a wild ride. I also have a bunch of wound care supplies. It's like 2 more boxes this size of just like stuff from when I had my open wound, which was not part of the stoma, it's part of the initial surgery. But yeah, it's fucking wild. Anyway, that's a little tool bag tour of everything that it takes for ostomy care. Okay, so that is the bag. That is my story. Yeah, and I just I'm really thankful to be here. I'm thankful that leg of the journey is coming to an end. I'm excited to once I'm done healing from these surgeries, take the next step in kind of my health journey, and get my weight in better order and continue eating a little better, and I'm ready to take care of the one body I have a little more than I was taking care of it before. So thank you guys for joining me on this video. I've got some painting videos and some more hobby stuff coming down the pipeline, so be ready there. All my links are in the description below, and if you like this, give it a like, and let me know what you think. If you have any questions about any of this, please let me know in the comments below. Reach out. I'll answer any questions the best I can.
I'm not a source for medical advice by any means, but I can share my experience in more detail if you need, or if you have questions about how any of that went. Let me know in the comments below, and yeah, thank you guys, and on to the next thing. And remember to just do the thing. If you have a creative idea, make it, share it, do the thing. And I'll see you guys in the next video.